Hey, this is Kaloc. Welcome back to Kaloc Plays and Part 18 of Final Fantasy 16. Part 17 starts out with Clive and Jill trying to Netflix and chill when Gav bursts in and interrupts to explain that Hugo, aka Titan, is invading their home Rosalith, which is an apparent trap to draw Clive out in the open as Titan wants Clive's head as revenge for the box he received with Benedicta's head in it. Knowing it's a trap, we obviously decide to go there right away. We make our way through the castle, smacking Kupka's men around and defeating his electric slide Coral Kitty, just to have him capture Jill with some magic shackles. Jill heads to the chopping block. Clive is thrown in jail with his own magic shackles until Gav sneaks in, strikes down the guards, picks the shackles like a common thief, gets Clive's sword back, and vanishes into a corner with no doors or windows. We make our way to the courtyard where Jill is about to be executed and send Torgal in to disrupt things, only to find out he's some kind of dominant or Eikon himself as he transforms into Super Torgal and smashes everyone. Then we have to fight wave after wave of trash mobs to run our potion supply down to nothing before an eventual showdown with Titan. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. After spending an unhealthy amount of time complaining and crying about having no potions and looking for ways to get some, I decided to just go in and start the fight and play a very defensive battle plan for the victory, only to find a stockpile of potions on the floor in the very next room, something I should have expected if I had remembered my years of Final Fantasy gameplay training. They always restock the player before a boss fight. Every time. Clive informs Kupka that it was him that killed Benedicta, as if we needed more Titan Rage coming our way. At that point, the fight is on, and we eventually get the dub, but not before slicing off his hands and absorbing his Titan powers. In the end, someone comes in and steals Kupka. I thought it was Bahamut's dominant at first, but it's apparently someone from Odin's camp. I missed that dialogue when I was actually playing the game, I guess. Anyway, we cleaned house and headed back to the hideaway, and that's where we pick it up. If you are finding the videos entertaining, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any, and smack that like button a few good times. I would appreciate it, and as always, I want to thank all the amazing people that are supporting my channel. You're the real dominants. Okay, let's get this. Hey, Game-san, let's do it. Oh.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Power of Earth. Clive has claimed a portion of the Eikon Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Wind Up, a singular strike that increases in potency when charged. It always only tells me one. I'm expecting it to tell me a second. Ability details are found in the main menu. Yep. Titan's iconic feat, Titanic Block,
can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Using square immediately after a perfectly timed precision block will initiate a devastating counter. I'm just watching the little video preview. Let's see, abilities. So, is this going to go all the way around, I'm guessing? So there would be 1, 2, 3 more? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see, what do we got? This is the block. This is the wind up. This is upheaval. Slam a fist to the ground, dealing damage to all enemies within range. Hold button to increase range. Hold the button to increase the range. 3. Wow, 4. Nice. Raging fist. Oh, look at that. Step forward and deliver a blinding flurry of high-speed punches, blocking an enemy attack. With the step forward, increases the potency of the following punches. Earth and Fury. Drive both hands into the ground, causing the land to surge upwards, sending nearby enemies flying. 3, 4, 2, 3, 3. So that's an AoE. This is single target, I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll just play with these for now. And some more ability points will come back. Check it out. What's up here? I wonder.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Suspicious character.
I hear your scout made quite a hero of himself over in Rosalith, sniffing out a score of terrified townspeople and ushering them to safety. Or so he claims.
Good to see you, Sid. Lovely weather, isn't it?
Oh, look, chest. Let's kick it.
Sid's gonna chop off Kupka's head this time.
Yeah, you weren't like that.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
No, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her. It was a lifetime ago I last set foot in the city.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
Is that Vlad? Don't know. Doesn't look like it. Amateur Twitcher? Alright. Okay. Okay, that's back into that main hallway. And there was another place up here I could go that I want to check out. Just, I haven't investigated or explored this place any. Just go this way and see what's available over here, which nothing. So I guess we're done exploring. Nope, I can go down.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance. Its sap is a sun. Burns and blisters.
This is the flower guy.
But it favors chalky soil.
The dirt guy. Unless they were killed in the raid, and we got a new dirt guy. Oh no.
Won't be long now, Martel. You'll try your apple soon enough.
Okay. Now I think I've got the whole place fully explored.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Alright, so we beat Kupka. Oh, by the way, in that fight, you know, I died in that fight when he was almost dead. It's probably 2 or 3 hits away from killing him. And then I died, but that wasn't from not paying attention that time. I just legitimately died because I was watching my health, I was using my potions and stuff, I was trying to avoid his attacks. But at the end, I got anxious, I sat in there right in his face and just tried to beat him down to get through the last little bit of health, and it backfired and I died. So it was a legitimate death, not from not paying attention.
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka. Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
She's been better. Taya's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
So, anyway, what I was going on about with Kupka is, I'm not sure, but I think the guy that came and picked Kupka up and left at the end of the fight was the Bahamut dominant. Not sure. Be interesting to find out who the final boss in this game is going to be, because right now I've kind of got it narrowed down to a couple. I don't know that we're going to fight Joshua. I think we're going to end up being teamed up with him. Find out on that. But it could be, you know, Bahamut or some other Eikon that we haven't run across yet. And could even have something to do with his mother. I don't know if she's found powers or whatnot, but it's going to be interesting. Is this not the storeroom? Guess no. That's it. Hopeless romantic.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where's the start?
So,
materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
So they just worked a side quest into the main storyline? Is that what's going on here? What is this? Oh, okay. Just thinking I went a different way. Previously unexplored. Yeah, so they've just worked a side quest into the main storyline.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
I haven't really explored down here. I don't think there's much to explore though.
Should be enough to keep... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Do with a good oiling, this could.
And we're off to Martha's Rest. I think this is going to be the final part of the game right here. This big giant hole. They have to explain that, right? We have to learn what that is and why that's there and how it's not full of water. Right? They can't just let that go. They can't. They can't do it. Alright. So, heading to Martha's Rest.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there, then. Time to fight.
Hang on, where's the Titan abilities at? What's going on here? have 3? Is that what's going on? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, this sucks, so we're going to put this in. Oh, it changes the whole thing. And just hold that there forever. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Alright. Oh, that was Torgal. Thought I heard a horse coming up behind me.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Why do I get that feeling that this isn't just going to be a bunch of low-end scorpions and hornets and stuff? There's going to be something hard in here. Guarantee it. Your scorpion. Talk to the
This
hand.
shouldn't take long. Nice try.
Okay, so I was wrong. There was not a big, giant, hard thing coming. Crafting, crafting, crafting. Kill.
That should do it.
That.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Then head back before she thinks of anything else.
So that talk to the hand ability is pretty good, because instead of having to evade an attack, you can just throw that up, and I think it actually deals damage while evading the attack. It kind of absorbs the attack, and it deals damage to the enemy as well. So, talk to the hand. That's a good ability. Where are we going? Speak with mid. Alright. Going back to the hideout.
The Litlins have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the decking this time.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Juice's wind-up cooldown by 3 seconds. Did that have a long cooldown? I didn't pay attention.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Wind up. Which one is that? I don't know that it had a long cooldown that I remember.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? It's
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over aether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
So we're just gonna wait right here, as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
for your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here! The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
What if that little kid with Annabella is the final boss? Wouldn't that be something? Plot twist.
Okay, I'm going to end part 18 here. Obviously, just running around doing a bunch of side quests. Not much in the way of main storyline. But we'll pick part 19 up from there and hopefully get back on track with that. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I want to thank everybody that supported the channel so far. I will see you in part 19. Bye for now.